Welcome to the Comment Lounge on your favorite podcast, the number one podcast on the land, Podcastmalawi. As always, I'm your host. My name is Miss Mbumba, and boy, do I have a very exciting show for you. Oh my goodness. Before we go on, of course, let me also give a big mention to our sponsors, Virtually Yours. Yeah, for all of your online shopping needs, reach out to virtuallyyours.biz, where you can literally find anything. Is it a car? Is it a house? I'm just joking. Don't go and look for a house on an online platform. But whatever it is you're looking for, you can find it on Virtually Yours. But like I said, because I have a guest today. Somebody I was like, today we're going to chat, and I want to chat with you in a way that nobody has ever chatted with you before. I know you can hear her voice in the background. It's like, who is this person? Camera, please. Can you show us to our wonderful guest? Welcome.
Thank you, Mbumba.
Before I introduce you, because I had it all figured out, I was like, I think I'm going to say this. But until the show starts, you're like, hey, where do I start? Ladies and gentlemen, this is none other than Rudo. Gugu, Chakwera. Herself.
Yeah.
Did I do that well? Did I do that quite well?
You got it.
Oh my goodness. I'm so happy you're here today. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
How did you find your trip to the studio?
Oh my God.
With the directions?
It's this place, guys. A very beautiful place in the middle of everything.
Yeah, literally it's in the middle of everything. In the beautiful dusty city of Lilongwe.
I can tell you.
Yeah. So, welcome again.
Thank you.
You look wonderful. You look beautiful.
So do you.
You look loved.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How does that look?
Trust me. Someone who is not loved, you can tell.
Love deficient.
I would rather get deficiency because you want it out.
No,
Guys. You can talk to us. We will help you. You can talk to us. No, when I say you look loved, it's just that vibrancy that comes like when a woman steps into the room. People can tell, no, man, this person, wherever she's coming from, people adore her, people love her, And I can see that. I can see that. Whenever I see you, I'm just like, wow.
Thank you.
I'm always wowed.
Thank you.
Before we jump into today's story, the Comment Lounge is pretty much all about chatting. I usually tell stories. And, if you have any thoughts on the story.
I want to ask, Comment Lounge, so who will be commenting?
It's us who are commenting.
Oh.
And also the viewers. And the viewers as well.
Okay.
So usually there's always a story. I don't know whether it's like a me thing, but people find telling me stories. I don't know whether it's
you are a very talented storyteller.
So should people tell me stories then?
Actually, you should have an anonymous or inbox list, something like that.
Interestingly, that's what happens. Really? But it happens like in my personal, so people just send me their stories like, hi, I just wanted to tell you this. You can share if you want.
You have a way of handling the issues. So please go for it.
You hear that, guys? Yeah. You hear that? Yeah. I am a very trustworthy person.
You cannot be trusted. You tell us.
First of all, I'm a very trustworthy person. Let's keep it like that. Thank you. So.
And you forgot to introduce
I'm so
we'll see about this show.
Guys, they already started to produce our
The usual suspect.
The usual suspect, Ngozo. Thank you so much, Ngozo, for being here. So,
yes.
Guys, for those of you that don't know, this lady has a phenomenal voice. She sings wonderfully. If you didn't know, now you know. Like, let me just throw it out there. But the story today is about a lady.
Okay.
She shared me her story, I think, after I gave an episode some weeks back. So when she reached out, she was like, after what you said, You know, you give out all this confidence, but I'm going through something. So this lady, let's give her a name. What name should we give her? What name should we give her? Give me a name.
Flower.
Flower.
Yeah.
So Flower is, a vibrant young lady.
Right.
She grew up, of course, in the city. Could be Lilongwe or Blantyre, wherever. But she grew up in the city.
Mzuzu.
Mzuzu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting. Sorry.
Please don't forget us.
Mzuzians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's grown up in the city from a middle class family. Her parents have always, pushed her to do better in life. Like, you need to work hard in school. You need to do this. It's just one of those setups for her where all of her life she has always wanted to just do better, right?
To perform. To
and
impress.
exactly.
Okay, I get it.
So Flower has gone through her education, unbothered, unapologetic. She just wants to do what we're saying, perform. So bano Flower wakula. Wafika pa stage yokuti wamaliza college, wagamba osaka ntchito, ntchito ija waipeza. But she's very goal-oriented, right? But in the midst of being a goal-oriented person, everybody is a human being. We are all human beings. So we've got exactly
right here.
whatever my heart is doing, your heart is doing too. So she gets into a space where she feels like ine ndikufunika muntu oti ndidzikondana naye. Sinangapopeza tose ndi anthu. Ndikufunika muntu oti ndidzikondana naye. Ndakula. Let me try and find a stable boyfriend.
Yeah.
And in the midst of all of this is in an era where there's social media and it's very easy for anybody to meet anybody these days.
I hear so. Online, eh?
Yeah.
I also met my husband online. No, I'm joking.
I was about to go like, wait. Let's just cancel the story. Let's just jump into that. So in the midst of all that, it's social media times, she meets a guy online. And this guy, he seems to be Montoguti. But social media, he was showing an accomplished life, Akujambulisa ndi magari moto apa mwamba.
Danger.
Amwali mzisiyene mwamba. Ndekuti akavala suit inuyo imachita kumukhala kumuyima bwino suit. Ndekuti Flower akataona ali mamona koma
ndafika hapo.
Ndekuti this guy is also texting, hi beautiful.
What?
How are you? You're looking wonderful.
Oh my God.
All of these things.
Yes.
Flower wakobeka. Mamona koma amene. Where do you stay? Yeah, in Ndimakhala in another city.
Okay.
Okay. Now this guy is very persistent. I really like you.
Wow.
I want you to be my woman. I want you to be my girl. Now Flower is like, are you sure? Chifukwa inetu zamasewera sindikutani? Sindikufuna. Ineyo Flower ndakukonda. Ineyo ndikunenetsa. Inapa ndikunenetsa. I want to be with you, Flower.
Yanu ijazi bamba.
Azaga muntu sana ndione. Muntu sana ndione. Tikuyankhula pa social media. We are on social media. How do you know that I'm the woman for you? But anyway,
KFC.
But
Maona
mabana. Kuli nyama ya bwino ya nkhuku tikaje kumeneko.
Oh my God.
But anyway, so the guy is persistent. Flower is like, okay, fine. You know what? Let me give it a try.
Right.
Obviously, she's made herself very intentional with the relationship. Ndikufuna banja. Iweyo ngatukubwera kwa ineyo ndimasewera.
I want to settle.
I want to settle down. So the guy goes like, "Oh, sadanda ule, I got you." So one weekend, the guy goes like, "My dear, where are you?" At work. I'm driving to Lilongwe. I want to see you.
What?
Taona ndinati naso kuti kulilongwe.
Maingamba.
Anyway, I'm driving to Lilongwe.
Okay.
I want to come and see you. Okay. Chabwino mukafika munditani? Mundiuza. A boyfriend ajafika. He pulls up in a very beautiful car. Exquisite, exclusive.
I can't wait to hear where you're going with this, Mbumba. You are killing me.
He pulls up with this beautiful car.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Flower is like, what? This guy is made. Wow. Oh, wow. She obviously falls deeper in love with him because he's looking very comfortable, Now they start getting to get to know each other. Kodi umatani abambo aja anadzanena kuti yayi ineyo ndi nyamata wa business. You know, I'm in the business of cars. I'm in the business of, you know how they talk, these ones. I'm in the business of this. So Flower is like, okay, I'm an employed girl. But yeah, so the guy, after their visit, after that one,
Right.
I think now it became a habit. But the habit was more so that he would always come to visit her. Whenever she said, kuti ndikufuna ndibwere ku Blantyre, ndizakuone, iye uja amati, aya, usabwe, ineyo nditani?
Ndibwe.
Ndoti amabwera every weekend ndigalimoto yotani
Yosiyana.
pamene paja tsopano chibwezi icha chabhebha chatentha anzake a Flower akuti iweyo wapeza machine I say
Machine.
mamuna uyuyu number 1 in the midst of all of that
Anzake uchifika naona galimotozo.
ino kodi ino galimoto si chinthu chotengeka olo ndili ine ndisaname olo ndili ineyo ndione mabenzi daily akubwera osiyana ayi koma ndikungonama that's not who I am that's not who I am as a woman
ameamonea show hii akukudziwa
Ndikhulupirire.
don't trust her.
So anyway in the midst of all of that she falls pregnant for her boyfriend. Mimba yadziwika kuti yayi ali ndi mimba. So obviously you know how it is in the Malawian context ngati munthu wakupasa mimba ameneyo ndi mamuna wako
Inde.
mukwatirane basi zinthu zidachitika. They got married. Yeah, Chinkoswe, whatever.
Right.
Because you want me to get to the end of the story, so I'm trying to get there. I want to get there. They get married. Zomwezi zaka Chinkoswe ka nyumba chanchani. Amidst her pregnancy, see now they're staying together. The guy moved from Blantyre to Little. Mind you, she still has never been
Where
to his house.
He's coming from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fast forward, mubanja laolo, she notices some behaviors. Makoze na amakanika kuyanka. Pena basi mapezeka kuti wangoyenda zose dziwika bwino. Mwinaso wa 2 days.
Alikufeel.
Wabwerako. Akuti koma abambo amene wanchiyani. Ndakwetile chiyani. So these behaviors were growing so much that she was worried. So she tried to reach out to ajada bweranga nakwawo aja. Uchinkhoswe kuja. She reaches out. Number imene adawapatsa ngati ankolo. Why are you laughing? I haven't even said my part. She reaches out kuja ankanena kuti ndi ankolo. Ankolo akuyankha foni koma ngati sakudzora ndi ndani. Kuti muti ndi ndani kuti? Ayi ine ndine Flower mkazi wa uje. Uje ndani kodame? Oh, okay, chabwino bwanji mwana wanga. You know these things. So now she's like, no, something is not adding up. Fast forward, one fateful day. You know la fore likakukwanira muntu. It just so happens kuti limakwana. Fast forward, she comes back from work one of these days. She finds bakomo kuli ngati zima bouncer. You know zima Yeah.
Ijojo.
Ijojo guys. Now they are at the house akuzungulira trying to find her. Mind you, she's still pregnant at this point, right?
Gosh.
Hey, tukufuna wakuti. Kunena dzina la bambo aja.
The husband.
Funa wakuti. What do you mean? Mufuna as in wala kwa chani. Uyu anakatenga magalimoto. Jeje. Nkhani zambirimbiri kuti anakatenga magalimoto kumene kuja kuli kongole sakubweza panopa kuthawa, all of these things. Now this lady is at a standstill and she's frightened. She's like, what do you mean? My husband, I know kuti amagulisa, he buys and sells cars. Akuti no, that's not his business. His business is to hire cars. And he what? You already know where it goes after
He
that.
hires then what?
He hires and sells and makes fake blue books and all of these things. This is someone hot cars.
Okay.
Kukabwereka anthu omwewa amakonda zobwereka magalimoto ndikupita so ukagulisa, those kinds of things.
No.
So it was a thing yokuti ku Blantyre mamusakasaka, then they found out kuti anatani
Anata.
anampeza kulilongo.
Oh my.
Now at this point her husband is in running. She's calling him, he's not answering. Kodiwe baby suyanka phone chifukwa chani baby sakutani sadzayanka ma message.
Sazabezeka. Awo.
This lady is pregnant.
Yo.
Kutanda zotiti masiku tijanka sowa 2 days 3 days amangidwa.
Oh.
Yes. Wamangidwa abwelako. Choncho, like that's his lifestyle. Azetambwali. Azetambwali.
Hey.
Now, that's where the story is ending.
Oh goodness.
Yo.
Pregnant, stranded, married to a culprit who obviously is going to bring more problems
fugitive.
in her life. Because you are legally married.
Oh,
Yeah.
You are his wife.
Eish.
If you were in her position, what would you do? Because when I was told this story, I was like, ai. Mwana wakulakale mimbamu. Ndekuti mwana abadwa nditu. 1. 2. I'm still legally married to this guy.
Yes.
Tandazori, anything that he does will still come back
Affects
to
you.
me.
Yeah.
I have a job to keep, but I've stressed because of this
Hey.
pregnant. It's just the whole thing. Ndekuti family ijama imbira nkolachi. He was a hired.
Hired.
He was a hired. This guy is one of those people that are blackmailed from their family.
Oh no.
Yo.
Blacklisted rather, not blackmailed. From their family.
Hey.
Ndinkani yovuta.
Flower.
Koma ndiraimva khali mene nara ndisungire Auntie Rudo because we need to talk about it from woman to woman.
Yes.
I'm here listening.
Can you imagine?
Woman to woman.
I know you give commentary. I know.
So, do you want me to come in?
Yeah, of course. This is why I'm telling you this story.
Ndikuseka chifukwa I say flower.
Alikudanga nasokamira uma.
Uli madzi.
There's no saving it. Wena. There's no saving in flower.
Komano angovomereza. Situation yomwe aliyo. Chifukwa chokuti number 1, she didn't do her background check
Thank you.
on this man. So to the women out there, girls out there, do your background check. At least find out from someone who knows someone, guy who went to school with someone, and make sure you have the right information. In this case, there was nothing like that done.
Yeah, she just went in with her head.
He was bringing all these cars and all these gifts and all these floral things. Secondly, there's now a life involved. So whether you like it or not, for the rest of your life, flower, because of that unborn or baby to be born, you'll be tied to this man.
Just like that.
Not kuti they can stay married. Sometimes she can choose to move on, walk away. But she's carrying his seed.
Yeah.
So this is where you accept and say, okay, I made a mistake. I didn't do my job properly on this man, and I'm now with this person.
Yeah.
Let me accept the situation. If I were in your shoes,
I mean, I failed to fit in those shoes. I was like, ow.
have support. Have support. Family support. Obviously, my friends are going to say, Tifuga many also now anangona, the glitter. Otherwise, they should have asked you or, spoken to you. Are you sure? Magumana online, all these social medias. A lot of people living fake life on social media. So, hey, Komano, the downside to it.
Yeah.
Antotero ayamba kulanditsaso za nyumba katundu.
Kuti yapapa chili chose chabalalikira.
Hey! Mabounce aja. That's why I'm saying you are in water.
It's
But
interesting.
you have to accept.
Yeah. I think the situation is already as it is.
Yeah.
The most we can do now is just to advise the other, Somebody was telling me some days ago, I say, ngati mamuna, sakukuonetsa kumene ya makhala. It's already a red flag.
Yes.
It could be maybe he's married,
Yes.
or maybe he has
a history that he doesn't want you to know.
that he doesn't want you to know, or he's just hiding everything.
Hiding everything.
He can't always be the one to come to your house. It can't be like that. So it's just unfortunate.
Are you sure kunali beso flower wina ku city ina? Flower number 1.
Flower 1. Uyu ndi flower.
Flower 2.
Mwina so kunzuzu so kuli flower 3. We would never know. Because even this guy ngati anafika popa nga haya mazankolo. Hey. Mazankolo mukupangidwa so haya.
I've heard a story like that before. And that person even had a whole village, like a clan
of hired people.
Yes. And then she told them, you are my auntie so and so, you are my uncle so and so. When we go there, and they did a whole chinkoswe. Yes. People are doing things. Yeah.
Where else do you feel like? Because I feel like another mistake that was made, not to judge Flower.
No.
I think she sort of made it look like she was also in a desperate situation. I think from the get-go, she was like, look, Mamuna, I want to settle down. And I think when you do that, when you give men that information, or when you give men that option, they instantly feel like, hey,
yeah,
then I can use her.
Yes.
Based on one dipatas.
So, to advise the girls, I want you to go study emotional intelligence.
Uyuso amakonda za emotional intelligence. Neni mbali yake?
Yeah. Be the inuma instigator podcast. Koma papa. Atsika dandazi my let's be investigators.
Not instigators, but investigators.
And I think it's true. Auntie Rudo said, you have to do your due diligence. And I think to echo on that, I think Auntie Rudo can give us clarity. I had a woman I was trying to sort things with. I will not say which one.
You will tell us.
A similar instance happened. I think it was me trying to investigate the guy that I discovered he's a scammer. You understand? So me and the guy were involved in one woman, and I figured out really this guy.
The other guy was
not what he claims to be.
Oh no!
So I think it's not just also even property materialistic and to do in say. And I think they're just craving for attention, for company. Yeah. How do you explain to a woman, because in Ndoma from my perspective,
right,
that you are able to, and I believe you're not old and you're not also young, but you're in between generations.
Right.
You have seen this happen over and over again. If you are to go back in time, maybe advise somebody else from making these mistakes. How
you should
does one
check? You should check for the behaviors. Usually, tricksters. Amakonda kuti akapanga chola kuika chija amafuna achifufute nsanga. Tricksters.
Okay. Like what example?
Kupepesa. Yeah. Kubweresa chani. It's not just in the nature of men to say sorry. Most men.
It's so true.
I didn't realize this.
You're always trying to give yourself a backup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pass a question.
I've never thought about it. Yes. I'm also sorry, but sorry. Interesting. I've never thought about it.
I've done this, but I didn't think it in the way. Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, tricksters, we see you.
And secondly, they over
compensate.
Yes.
So the cars.
Yeah. Showing up all the time and buying her gifts.
Okay.
But isn't that a good thing? Because some people will
I
argue, "Kuti,
know.
no, mamuna azikugulira ma presents."
I know. I am a believer of gifts.
It's
But 20 years in marriage, I'm telling you, they get tired buying gifts.
You've been married for 20 years.
Yeah. I know. People won't believe it.
This is a very interesting conversation because she is a married woman
Yeah.
for 20 years. I'm not a married woman for no years. And also, I'm also someone who is still navigating the concept of marriage. We're always having these conversations. Is marriage worth it? Is marriage this? Is marriage? We'll talk about it, of course,
Right.
later on. But after 20 years, what is your key takeaway from the concept of marriage? Because and how many know you still don't know your partner until you spend so much time with them.
You will never get to know that.
Oh, you see, mwaona.
Me, I think I'm trying to also navigate as well.
Yes.
Yeah, in multiple counsel there is victory.
Yes.
How do you navigate with this person that will be ever changing,
Right.
and evolving with you? So you are also evolving.
Right.
How have you kept it up in the 20 years span?
Yeah.
You work on Pareto theory.
Okay.
80 versus 20%.
Okay.
Break it down for us.
This is very interesting. Yeah.
So, when you're wanting to settle down or you want to make a decision, even in your life, because you will never find a perfect partner. You will never find 100%.
Never.
I mean, I want 100% in the men kuna muzimpatsa question mark.
Thank you.
Chifukande kuti akubisa ka 20 or ka 80.
Kumaita khala ite ho.
You are finished.
Yeah. So it's better you should know kuti mwamunayu ali ndi short temper. Koma is willing to work on it. Akuzidziwa koma usati iya koma nangote iya. So 80-20 helps us to say if there are things that I can live with this person, 80% I can live with, then the 20 will work on.
Ah, is that the concept? Okay. So if I can live with kaumve pangono.
That's too specific.
Mwina sako ndakusamba.
That's too specific. Talk to us.
No, I realized at some point in a relationship that I once had, I realized that,
Uve.
my friend, he does not like to bath.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know, maybe he's, I don't know.
That is not
Yeah.
romantic at all.
No, and at that point I was like, I think I'm not ready to compromise that. Hey, Dere, is it Katambeni? Katambeni?
Yeah.
No.
Usanduka ama yake.
Epamenepo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think that has worked for me. And then when you find out the 20% and you are surprised, you have to ask yourself this question: am I willing to bear, or in other words, anthu amanena kuti banja sikupirira pa masiku ana?
Yes.
Koma banja ndikupirira.
In true concept.
Yes. Chifukwa umayenera upirire ndithu, upirire makhalidwe akwawo, upirire how they grew up. You grew up in different environments, families. There's no way you're gonna just gel in like that.
That is true.
So the reason I'm saying you wouldn't know them and you're not gonna know them is because I can't even tell what you're
What's
thinking
going on
right
in my
now.
mind? Yeah, yeah.
So for me, I am okay with being me. You have to work on you. And when you work on you, anything that comes after is external.
Okay.
So if you have tinene kuti kukhazikika in you, you are grounded.
Yeah.
Ndi izi zobwera zizimakhala ngati kuti zikubwera pa chinthu choti foundation yake.
It's already been
It's
built.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So, hypothetically, if you woke up one day and your husband was a scammer, What would you do? Because
Girlfriend?
after 20 years, it's like,
For me, get some water, drink, and move on.
what?
Cry.
Yes, I was going to say, are you not going to cry?
Cry. Yeah, because you've been in this relationship with this person, and you thought all the while, munali limodzi, mamvana. Kumano, it's not the end.
That is true.
Yeah, it's not the end. I've seen some people who got married the first time and didn't work out, and got married the second time. They had a beautiful
Wonderful
life.
marriage, yeah.
So it's
Life
different.
is very interesting.
It is.
Okay, so aside from relationships and all of that, you're an artist. You sing wonderfully.
Thank you.
One of my fondest memories of Rudo Nkukupa at the time was Music Splash. Yeah, it was
With
Music
Geoffrey.
Splash with Geoffrey Kapusa, the late Geoffrey Kapusa.
The late.
May his soul rest in peace. There was this song. So my interest, if you know how it is, if you're a Malawian kid growing up in a Malawian household, you watch Music Splash.
Yeah.
And I'm asking what sabanga now.
The TV mode.
Hey,
Yeah.
TV modes, everybody
Yeah.
watch
Timaicha TV Malawi.
per minute.
Eh.
TVM.
Face to face, super story.
My program.
Maonera super story.
My program
I
another
never
radio.
missed though.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ntaina guess Ogunali Mama's Restaurant.
Yeah.
That I love that series. I don't know where it
In the
went.
morning when we were going.
Yes, you see. So these were our shows.
Wow.
Masiwa nongula jina Nickelodeon.
Hey.
Zanos miss.
Yeah.
So my fondest memory was seeing her, a young Rudo.
Yeah.
Adavala, I remember the colors. They must be green and like a little
Green.
bit
Yeah. You
of,
remember
it was
that?
a national wear.
Wow.
Ndika mpango kanashika ko machisana ndive.
Another chain that time. I was so sorry.
Akati Yesu. You were. So I would watch that and I'm like, hey, ma amayim. You know? And my mom was also such a huge fan.
Definitely.
Yeah, so she was like, "Eh, kanseka naka ulemu, kovala mwa ulemu." Because ntai mene yoyo, unali so imba yena uri, akunda zodi kula zodari. So it was like, this is such a beautiful role model, you know, she's wa ulemu. So obviously times have changed.
Yes.
I don't know if you still wear that.
I don't know.
What the outfit imejai. Yeah.
Zangu evanga so old school.
Ine ndikuona ngati mudzaivalesa.
Yeah.
Mukangogula so chabwino sali yomwe.
Yangane.
Next show. Zangu kwela kuti akakandi old school.
Yo.
Akumandiganiza nanga. Hayi masteni.
Musafalezi.
Hayi zibene za.
Akadazozoti that's who Rudo is. Come on. So at that time, you know, obviously things have changed. But one thing that hasn't changed about you is that you still want to sing so much. You want to sing and you love singing. How has that been like for you? Because I think we've talked about this lady in the aspect that she's, you know, a career woman. Luckily for you, her story doesn't end like hers. You have beautiful kids. You know, you have beautiful kids. You have a loving husband. But like, aside from all of that, have people ever been like, yeah, you know,
I faced a lot of that.
Yeah.
Actually, kuimba in our time, kunalibe oimba so ambili.
Yes, that is true.
And atikana especially azimai. Ndiye ukamati ukaimbe no kuma public places. Amakunena kuti hule.
Anzanga?
Pana matinena beto pa social media.
Kuti mukaifila.
Koma ine guys.
Imagine.
Hey.
Hi.
So I don't know about our, you know, a culture. Koma ima muyangana nzimai ngati munthu amene akungoyenera kukhala homemaker. Akhale kunyumba aziona zapakhomo azitiphikira aziona ngati zachapidwa ana akuleredwa bwanji. But now they are forgetting that that person, before you found them, they were a person.
That is true.
Actually ndikumanena izizi kuti makolo athu tidzayamika chifukwa investment ya school fees ija siyophweka.
To be opened in your brain. It's crazy.
So, can you look at this woman, akukula, china chichose being supplied for by, let's say,
The parents.
family, their parents, and then you get to marriage and then you just settle.
Can you imagine?
No.
After spending millions
on
you.
No. And especially now,
Yeah.
ana masiku ano mafizi akumafika mamiliyoni machani.
Pete muntu.
Nde ine nkalipire fizi imeneyo mwana wanga kukangu kukhazika usagwire ntchito.
Can you imagine?
Ine ndimakonda mkazi omakhala pakhomo. Ayi.
You know,
Pangireni
interestingly,
china chake kazi panga business, let her work on her passion. So for me, music is who I am and both what I do.
what you have mastered to become.
Yes.
Interestingly, there was a time I met a guy. I'm sorry, I meet guys.
She meets character.
I meet guys. I'm
Characters.
sorry.
Her story.
That's just who I am.
Characters and Rudo.
Serious?
Let me tell you, until I find the one, I'll be like, Auntie, let me tell you something. I found the one. Okay?
I am praying for you, girl.
Woo!
And today she tells you, Auntie,
I'm done.
Auntie, never mind.
it's not Ngozo.
Never mind. So this character, right? Nakumana naye, he's a very accomplished person.
Right.
He's an architect.
Oh,
Yeah. Very accomplished.
wow.
At a very young age, he had already built his own house, so driving his own car, and all these things. So the time that I met him,
Impressive.
he was very impressive. Very impressive. Now, the time that I had met him, I was aspiring for so much in the entertainment space. Not just in the music, but I wanted to do media.
Do people know you sing?
No, I don't think they do.
Guys, Mbumba can sing, yo.
No, Aunt Luda, I'll pick on that.
Yeah.
It's not like people don't want to know that Mbumba can sing, but
Uh-huh.
Mbumba doesn't want people knowing she can sing.
Really?
It took me maybe working with her for about 3 months for her actually to admit that she sings.
She is a powerful voice. I don't even know why she doesn't sing.
It's her. And I even told her, Mbumba, can we produce videos for your project?
We'll have to do something about it, you and I.
I think I need to be drilled because I have a problem.
Oh, what is
Honestly,
that
my problem is a humility problem. Like, I'm always trying to be, no, I'm just me. Like, that's who I am. It's a very big problem. Even my sisters are like, I say, do something about yourself.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's beside
Yeah,
the point.
so this character.
This character that we meet,
The
and
architect.
yeah, the architect. Eish, if he's gonna watch this, aish. Anyway, I'm in the midst of trying to do something with myself, but like in the entertainment space. I want people to know me in that space.
Right.
So obviously, just like most Malawian men, why would you do something like that? As
Like
a
it's a
woman,
waste of time.
as a woman, you need to respect yourself. So he would say things like that from time to time, but I would let it slide. Aye, boy. Until one day he goes like, "Can you look at me and tell me that your father is proud of what you're doing right now?" I was like, just. He's like, "If you're gonna marry me, no wife of mine is ever gonna work. You're gonna have to stay home and take care of the
Okay.
kids." I said, you know what? Take your money and your stability and whatever. Do it for somebody who is willing. I'm not willing to do that. I'm sorry.
So you lost a good man.
For what?
Eh? For the house.
You see what I'm doing? I'm suffering here. I'm suffering. But there is so much power in being able to make choices for yourself as a woman.
That's true. That's true, and that's how my father raised me. I am so grateful. I was telling this other, I think I was speaking at Finale Dinner, a little longer technical. They invited me on Friday, and I was telling them, for me, 1999, 2001, that's when I graduated.
What? Okay. All right.
It's a long time ago. So, but when I was going to college and I spoke to my father, that I really want to do music. But I was feeling the pressure because people were saying, music, ukapanga chani? There's no career.
There's no money.
Actually, there wasn't really. Then, Timango, apano. Pano ma celebrity ambiri they've made it.
Yeah.
Because of the music now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, it was a risk I was taking. But I did Bachelor of Arts Humanities, majored in music and drama, not even knowing that, okay, or having a picture of where I would work. But I was saying, wherever my passion gets me, I will give it my all.
Yeah.
So when I spoke to my dad about my choice, he said,
Just do it.
do it, I will support you.
What?
Yes. And that was very strange because a lot of parents, I think I've had issues with parents of young people who are, in the arts.
Yeah.
And they're always fighting. This boy, this young girl, they really want to do music, but their mom says, their dad says, you do accountancy.
Whether they like it or not. That is true. That is true.
But so we'll have to sort of like compromise and just, speak to them. What I tell young people, or my advice, free of charge, is okay. Do that school,
Yeah.
do that career, but you can also still do music on the side. You understand?
Yeah.
Because simple wisdom tip, you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That is true.
So I am a singer, but if you give me a laptop, if you give me an organization, I'll run it for you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you have to be versatile.
Yeah.
And be willing to learn. So if your parents are saying, okay, we're going to pay for you to do this,
Faculty or-
yeah, go for it. Ma holiday muja, kapange noza music. Yeah. I struggled with this young man. Hey, ankafilanga dikuti akutaya nthawi. Because they had told him, kuti akapange study MBA, not MBA, what you call it, business administration. But he's a great pianist. Ana masikwano. Oh, yeah.
Akaragwire
So
bya.
ndikumuuza ndati, you know what? 4 years etusiyambiri ku school. Within no time you'll be done. Nde udzakhala one wakwaniritsa degree yoti you can work anywhere. 2, music yose ikuyenda. And I tricked him. So I said, go and learn the business so you can run your music business better.
You see? It wasn't even a trick. It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not, the end of the world. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
interestingly enough, your dad was like, at the forefront for you. He was like your cheerleader. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do this.
Why? Because he was a musician. But he went to school also. He was a marketer by profession. He worked with some big, advertising agencies.
Wow.
He's very good at what he was doing. And during, the day, Monday to Friday, he would be at work.
But on
In the
weekend-
evening, weekends or other evenings, he's playing jazz.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was practically my dad.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So we've known you for the longest time as Rudo Nkukuba. After you got married, Rudo Nkukuba Chakwera. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put you in the spotlight for this one.
Yeah.
How don't you feel like to a certain extent it has affected your music career? If you don't get it, forget about it, guys, because we're not going to go into detail. But don't you ever feel like,
Kuteroko.
just the association of the name itself?
Makomenti ose amakhala bepopo. Munakangochotsa dzina la Chakwera ali.
What?
Ndinakamvera nyimbo imene yoyo.
What?
So I'm like, so no, ndichose dzina la munanga pa nsongo.
No, in never what do you mean you're not gonna listen to a song because of a name? Are you okay?
Akuti ayi ana achikangawa guys. Guys. For me, what I would really want to say is, can you give me the, benefit of a doubt and judge me based on the music?
Yeah.
Chifukwa nanga inuyo nanga okay. Ndinene chonje. Umatha susankha komona badwi, right?
That is true.
Koma apapa chabwino nasankha kukwati wa ukuko.
Koma
analitu
masankha.
nene tinavomera.
Yeah.
Koma mene ninkavomera mongata analiso za politics.
No, it was a very long time ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think that also shows what you are saying, versatility of you enjoying a marriage.
Yes.
I believe there are stories, there have been down times
Yeah.
to today. So people get to see today and they'll be like, they think they understand.
Yeah.
I think longer on podcast, madandaula.
Yes.
People will see a snippet and judge.
Kuchita judge.
So you're like, okay, when you get to hear the entire story, you're like, so we are in
Koda
the same
madero.
sport.
Yeah.
But because people just know in part.
Yeah.
We know and Rudo.
And this generation ndiyo vuta chifukwa iwo chomwe amakhulupirira ndi zimene aona pa social media.
Yeah. Not what is
They
actually
don't want to hear the
Nangaso
story.
ndizija akwatira kwa munthu vari pa social media. Nkhani zake ndizomwezi. Let's proceed.
So they don't want to hear your story. But for me, ndena kumabwera nanga ana ma 2000
Sakutsiwa kena kali
ati uyu ndendaniso. Ndewina kudzafusa kodi ni mwana wa Chakwera kapena mpongozi wa ndena wobwera no anamba liti uimba amene
Wambira
wayambira kuimba.
misonkho yathu.
Zona majambula ma video, ma music video.
Guys,
Kumakanga kuti kuonera video ya ujeni.
abale anzanga
Kamera ya fumbi
Sauseni
fumbi.
mwina kapena nanga ndio. The problem with Malawi is we are not very good at keeping history. So even our media houses anakama tithandiza.
Yes.
Kumati uza kuti kodi ma 90s timatani kunali chani. Ma 2000 kunali zotani.
That is actually very important. Someone needs to be taken to task.
Yes.
When it comes to keeping records, yes.
We don't. I saw, of course, for Akon the singer.
Yes.
Did you see that?
The Gen Zs, they're like, this guy can be great.
This one has got potential.
You a billionaire, yo. Billionaire has potential. Are you okay? Oh, so that's what they were saying.
Yeah. And he posted it on his,
He was like, wow.
Yes,
He was
they're
like,
he has potential, he can make
he has
it.
potential in music. He can make it because they don't know him.
Kids.
When he was starting, they were in diapers.
Yeah, they weren't even born, maybe some of
You
them.
see?
Because in time imagine lonely ankaturuka moja na nana sana bado.
And weirdly, I think he was also doing a cover of his old song.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, you know.
Because lonely was a sample from an old song.
Yeah.
Yakalikari.
Yeah.
So now even how many people are like, what song is this? Mwaona?
Oh my
Kuma,
goodness.
because there's no trail, there's no paper
There's no-
trail.
yeah.
So now you are Rudo, who is using taxpayers' money to shoot videos.
Akuti misonkho yawo ndiyomwe ndikumashutira music ndikumata moti guys.
So
Ai.
mmayankha anthu akamakulembera zimene mmayankha.
Ai.
Pali nendele bwezi ndikuyankha. Bwezi ndikuja kuti iweyo bwa. Iweyo zatenge ndikukaire. Because I'm very problematic. I'm just joking, but okay.
Koma nonso china chomwe ndimanena ndicheti. Awa ndapongozanga. Ndi ukuku ndi kuntchito kwawo. Inuyo muli ndi makolo anu.
I think anthu amayiwala.
Yeah.
Ali ndi kuntchito. Inu makalowerera nkumakauza kuti kodi kuntchito kwanu kucha. Zikuyenda bwanji kuti mutere. Do you do that?
Never.
And actually, so you don't even know the depth of the work, because
We don't have everything. Zavuta,
But they
chani.
know what is actually going on.
Exactly.
So they expect you to be the one to carry messages.
Ndima yanka mafuso kuyanka all kinds of things as if I'm the president. I'm not.
I'm imagining we now get by approaching her like, Madam, mukangu wauzako bwana kuntunda ako kuti atipangire kucha kuti
Yes.
as if it's something that you just walk into his office and you're like, hey, can you do this, please?
That's what they expect us to do.
Oh my
And that's
goodness.
what people now expect from you. And I didn't do Jenny.
Trouble
That
is
would be
coming.
Trouble is coming.
Trouble is coming. Let me warn you.
To whom?
You.
This one is my friend.
Exactly.
This one is my friend, Iru. Let me tell you guys, this one is my friend. So whatever you tell me, I'll not deliver. I'll just be like, Zano's friend. But anyway, now you are labeled as taxpayers' money stealer, videos, traveling, and all of that. How do you handle the cyberbullying? Because that is cyberbullying, and it must be very, very painful to go
It is
through.
painful, and I wish they could stop for a bit and be in our shoes. Because I'll tell you this, before my father-in-law, got to where he is now, we were also blacklisted. Nyimbo zanga zisalire pali pose chifukwa kuti ndine Chakwera. This time around asamvekeso, asagwire ntchito, asatele, chifukwa sondi. So what I've told myself, there's nothing I can do to change who I am. Siningalikane dzinalo.
Vano bebas ngati zathu ajaswa sangachite china chilichonse basi.
Then nangozivomereza. Ukavomereza zimakhala bwino chifukwa kaya kugenda miyala komano kudziwa chomwe uchita. And one thing I've decided is not to stop.
You can't.
I will not stop making music. I will not stop singing.
You can't stop.
Because someone is saying, I can't even mention it because I'm like,
What is that?
That's
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Yes, maybe we are blessed in some way. We can't deny that, but we'll keep on. Izozo zawo zomwamba na ukozoka zikhala zimene zozo zakumabwalo kwinako. Koma this is music, this is art. I'm a part of Malawi. I'm a citizen, a proud Malawian citizen, and a woman who has been in the industry for a long
Quite
time.
a long time.
Actually, I clicked 25 years last year
In music.
in music.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna plan a whole big concert and show just to celebrate those 25 years.
No, I feel like people are focusing on the wrong things instead of us celebrating the goodness that has come out of these 25 years. And that is your voice. Because I'm not sure how old you are today, but for you to still be able to sing like that is crazy. Because even me too, some days I'm just like, I can't sing.
I'm trying. I keep an exercise routine, which doesn't always work, but because I'm feeling, I'm 40 plus.
Yeah. Okay. You look very good for somebody who's
Thank you.
over 40.
Well, I'm trying.
Tell us your daily routine for the ladies.
Koma ndesizone thathu apa chifukwa nde kumakhala kugudubuka pasipa kusele. Exactly that one. At haini.
Yeah.
Koma sizopheka. Yeah, so that is what is helping, but also I think my trust or my faith is what has held me. Chifukwa munthu izimene amati tukwanazo eti umangoyenera kumuza mbuye tu basi kuti
just control this.
Kuwawa
Do this,
tikungoyenera tidutsemo. So he gives us the faith, that's what I'm wearing.
Faith.
Faith.
Okay. Very important aspect
Indeed.
for us as ladies, especially. I don't know, man. This whole thing, like, I see the comments. I go through sometimes, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
my guy, all defending you, and pai. No. So, have you ever been in a position where, like, obviously, before your Apongozi became, the president, there were times where, he was just your Apongozi.
Of course.
Doing regular Apongozi things. I don't know whether it was shouting at you and your husband or, have you ever just had an experience with him and it's like, hey, have you ever had that experience?
So no ina fete nangasiti naleledwa mwina ine setup ina yake. Soma andikira kwambiri Apongozi. Timacheza ndiocheza kwambiri. It's just like that. But advice kwa na masikwana tsikana osalowa nkata Apongozi. Yetu
just avoid zinazi
kumapewa chocho kumapewa
akati akubwera iwe basi
osathawa kweni peleka nimoni yazi kuyenda anali bwanji koma nosati ndipo chakuti
ndipo mwana wanuyu
ndikuuzeni lelo ayapatseni ulemu Apongozi. Actually somebody told me Apongozi means Apongozi.
Ati apo pali ngozi samalani.
No, but it has been a very fun time with them. Koma amatilankhula ngati kholo.
Pena pake zikafunika kuti zilankhulidwe.
Amalankhula. Yeah. They were just pajanda abusa. Nde
you already know.
Umazagwada tokendirape tipempherereni.
Let me say my problems.
Yes.
Okay. I guess we're going to be wrapping up very shortly as well. Interestingly enough, I haven't asked, how did you meet your superhero? Because that one is a superhero. If you can be with them after 20 years,
superhero?
That's better. Because these days it's just 1 month. Sorry, bye.
Mazuma karabwanji.
What was your explanation on why marriages aren't lasting? I think we had a conversation like this.
It was the largeness of marriage. I think the dating pool has been saturated. There is so much happening. So I think there's a largeness of marriage. People change over time. I believe the man that you married 20 years ago has gone through a lot of phases and you are also not the same. So how do you handle that change? You don't leave the person, because I feel like alternatively we have to leave because we have to stay. And mostly when over social media, the dating pool is teaching us you can leave at any time. How did you make it work across all the seasons to this season? And also this season has not also been simple. As much as finances can be okay, emotional stability can be okay, there's always something that is going out of control. How did you balance that out?
You have to safeguard your truth.
Yes.
By safeguarding your truth, nanena kale kuti ukazidziwa iweyo chomwe uli chomwe umafuna ndiye ndi komwe ukufuna kupite. That is your truth.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know their truth.
Yeah.
Akamuona Mbumba akupanga chakuti ndinaneso ndipange chomwe. Akamuona pachazina Ngozo, Ngozo ndinu. Okay. Akamuona Ngozo ananeso ndi tsadzire zomwe Ngozo akuchita. They are not grounded in who they are.
Yeah.
1. 2, safeguard your immediate circle. Because that is what brings stability. So ngati ineyo ndamuna ngati mayenera kuti masiku ena ake tidzipita kukamwati ujeni Coca-Cola. Kamene kajako tikateteze kamene kajako.
Those little habits that you do together.
Yes. And for us, I think what works, starting with our parents, Madala, His Excellency, anachita kunena kuti every Sunday you are coming to eat with us.
Oh.
Yes, I think there was a time I was the one who was Story Club.
Yeah.
Wells.
Yes.
I think there was a time we were supposed to do a project with him. So he was like, oh no, that day I'm not gonna be available. It's family urgent. Lunchtime. I was like, okay.
So it's like a thing that you put to it's intentional.
Intentional. Safeguard those things. The family cultures.
Yeah.
There's another family culture that from our uncle's side. Every 1st of January, we meet at their house, Masana. After my night of prayer, my crossover, Masana, aliyesa mainena atenge, kazake, mamuna wake, ana. Ndiye kumekuja tima kachita no introduce uyu ngwa kuti.
Yeah, that's actually very important. Huh?
So we are missing all those things that are deliberate. And it's bringing in or making our families to be porous. So as a result, even my values are all over the place. So for me, it's not kuti mupu momuli nsomba zambiri. Koma no nsomba zose kuzuwa zomwe zikuchita.
Zina so ndi matadpo timanyani timangozo tiabwampini tima prawns so tili mmenemo abwampini so amathala kujoyera tumazi suzo
kode
ifuka tu mayamba choncheti you know onion ring so tu lero ndeti khanga titili galasi koma guys
Komano, that's important because in a multiple council there's victory. There are mistakes that I've made in my life. If I had figures that gave me away, but if somebody was there to tell me that it could have been easier. Certain mistakes were avoidable. Yeah.
You know the likelihood for someone to go marry muntu amene sana piteko naye ku school po sana pempherepo naye ku church olo sana kulirepo limodzi they are zikuchitika masiku ano komano if you look at who you are, you first of all start with your family, then you go with your immediate family, then extended family ndikumapita ukoko. Okay, so there's a possibility kuti you have someone amene mutha kumvana chinenero or zikhulupiriro from those circles.
Yeah.
Nde tikumayang'ana mwina beyond.
Yeah.
Nde zikumavuta chifukwa chakuti let's say if you went to someone with school to school with someone,
yeah,
they've known you ngati unaliwo waphokoso wachanchani akudziwa nde mudzakumane mwakula, they won't be surprised.
It's even gonna be funnier now.
Hey, you will have something to talk about. So go back and see kuti kodi maseko zanga ajali pati mwina mukapeza possible je.
Look, this one. You have seen what she has done.
Yeah. I had a conversation in the middle of the week with a friend. Then I was like, it wasn't necessarily it was, I think now it's what you're saying now, it makes sense. Okay. Do not marry from outsiders, marry from your
likeness, yes. The things that
they knew the unity of language, values. Even when it comes to war, they know the side which you are going to be fighting. That is true. So I think now what you've said now I'm like, okay, I think
it makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense.
Let's go back.
It's not like kuti kakwatire nkaladi nzako. It's not like kakwatire
kukapanga mvula kuti mvula yavuta tose tibita tikapembedza mbona kati kapanga zako zakuti between my cultures and whatever it was,
because that's what brings you together.
The unity of that. And two, so I think kuti chichewa tosefe amwina ndamapingo ngomano there is amara katolika ndamodzi, you understand. I think there is that good even in their culture not divorce ja kulibe. So there are also clans that
moti makwati kukatolika kusakutha
aya kusakutha I think now to echo what you're saying,
Yeah.
there is that community that bonds you together, and mwina zikafura nomba mama zote watu yako za kufa
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
That is very true. I think I wanted to say something very problematic.
I never say Andrew. This one is a character.
Yo, because anyway, there was a time I did something as a young woman.
No, too young.
I did something as a young woman.
You are
Now I'm a
young.
mature woman. Anyway, I did something, and obviously the family was involved, and everybody else was involved. I remember one thing my father said to me, and I think up until today it haunts me in a good way, because I think now it has helped me know better what I'm expected of myself and what he expected of me as his daughter. He said, the way that I've known you. Amaliza kundikalipira. I thought it may have been a problem child. Let me not lie. I've been a problem child. So he said, the way that I have known you, I hold you to the highest regard.
Wow.
You do not deserve to associate yourself with these kinds of people. And ever since he said that, Nabida Nagazifusori, who is this kind of person? Okay. This is what my father sees in me, to the highest regard. There is no way I should associate myself with a man of Bwega Bwega. But we are women, we are kids, and we are naive, and we do all sorts of things, and we make mistakes. So after that, it was like, I really need to sit back and tell myself that I can't be that kind of person anymore. Right? So even if it means choosing a partner for my life, a partner that I'll be with in my life, I always look at aspects like family. Family is like at the top of the brim.
Number one, it has to be.
What is your relationship like with your family?
Yeah.
Because if you're somebody who is sidelined, then because I've been a problem child, but my family has always been by my
they
side.
love you.
Yeah. So if you're not like that with your family, that's a quality that I want to see in you. So if we are not like-minded and we don't associate in certain circles, because I'm a Christian, I would expect to end up with a Christian, right? And I love certain things. I love doing certain things. I would expect you to also be somebody who loves doing those things. So at the end of the day, it's just a matter of choosing wisely, just making sure that you stay within what you are comfortable with.
And for me, my husband is a musician.
You see?
So we have a language that
you can speak and
we can speak.
Yeah.
Ndiri ku studio mpaka na ma AM enada but ku studio timaweka, because maybe usiku madzulo is the only quiet time. Or mwina munali kunchito,
and you think better.
Yes. So it's a creative space. Just make sure you put in place zinthu zoti asakukaikire. Upita ndi someone munthu wapadera kumene kuja osati weka ya Ngozo usiku wose
nene zakhalira pano iwe Ngozo
I drop you home.
nkani zake
ndasiya komano. All I'm saying is chifukwa chakuti pali china chake chimene timachita share in common, it has kept us going, because he inputs into my music, I can input into his artistry, or he's an author. I also love writing. I'm yet to release a book.
Okay.
In the pipeline, but it's mostly the music.
Yeah. All right.
So how did I meet him? Hey, social media. Yeah.
Another cross.
She said, I never get a cross.
Andrew, don't tell us.
Uyu umufuna kamena sumufuna.
Koma ditu mutakunena ti mwina inali cross.
Okay.
Chifuka anafusa nzanga wa ku skulu.
Okay.
Tinadziwana 1990 chani kaya nimabwera ku kushefa
Yeah.
udzaimba then akasi abambo ake andabusa yes amaimba madrums chani so timangowadziwa kuti mwana wa ndani wabusa Chakwera anali wape oti azipangira zake chani koma usadziwa kuti akundichita notice
adavala national wear ya green
nde chifukwa cheta amandidziwa timadziwana koma from that far then anatsamuza nzanga amene anali ngati not mention but mati neighbor because ku school our rooms were neighbors. Yeah. And I was from Blantyre. Yeah, from here. And my neighbor from here as well.
Yeah.
There city kodi number ya
amaujeni foni ndi ama chabwino
ndipo tazichitavo kuimba foni yoti aliyesa kuyankha wakuti alipo
ngati walemba kalati
nde uzilankhula aliyesa kumva vevazo kona tuli mwina timapewa zambiri ife
cause zimachititsa mantha
nangasi there were people all the time nde anyway anamfusa namba yanga and nthawi imene amapita ku skulu ku US so anampatsa namba yanga ija neighbor wangayo to she was so happy ufuna kumuimbira nambala iyi kupereka ine nkundilembera message time kulibe WhatsApp SMS ati ndapereka tu namba yako kwa ena ake koma sinkuuza so she didn't say who it was. Basi nenangodzisiya kena kuwapita ku skulu kuja pa Valentine
mama
ya 20 jani vile was that 2004 as I'm trying to remember 2004 2003 somewhere there ndulandira phone call unknown number international koma nosikuonetsa kuti kalemba kuti chani ndeya kupanga hello.
This is so sweet. Such a sweet story.
Amayuza makadi, ma calling cards. Imeneyo kunalibe. So amatenga kadi nkuyika you enter a certain ngadimene mapangira ma scratch card. Nde makupatsa ma minutes enake. There's it. I hope it's not too early kubeko mutu ali kusukulu. Because
line it's a soul line yolowera and I hope it's not too early.
Time ndeti ku Malawi ili masikisi
madzulo
ukoko ndi ma 12 midnight. I'm like, guys, you hope it's not too early, you woke me up.
What?
Ndindani ndiakutchula dzina. Oh, okay. It was a surprise. I'm like, this dude is calling me today. Mafuna ndifusa tukodi abamu ina ijitukali.
I can confirm right muntu analouma.
Baga analofata. Iwe. Analofata mutu.
We can confirm.
Of all the things he would have said, ndimati ndifuso abamu itulukaliti. Wow.
Valentine.
If you're watching this, wow. And then basi. I can't believe it. And I think I would have been irritated at that point. Like, dude, I'm still sleeping.
Komano zinandabwitsa nangasi international call kudibira all the way. Masikisa kufuza abamu. Okay. Demukamaliza chanchani nide conference hotelo sichaka conversation guy.
He had to start somewhere.
There city I hope I'm the first one to wish you a happy Valentine.
Wow.
That was smooth. No,
That was
leave it to him.
he was a smooth criminal.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
You've been hit by. Hey, wow. I hope I'm the first.
Yes.
Imagine what zori akhala kuti.
akuchita kudziwa wandidutsa ndithu hayi okay, I gave it to him. I said you've tried. Try. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so hayi basi panadutsa masiku basi anaimbaso zoterozo kena kutamba kucheza kumafunsana no so how is life kutani, where are you, zotero zija basi tu.
I like how it was very smooth and it was like taking time. These days, the moment someone sends you a message on WhatsApp, the same day, are you married? The same day, what are you doing? Same day, I want to marry you. Same day.
Yeah.
Jesus. Hey.
Speedy.
It's too much. It's like everybody wants to just get into the pool.
I know.
Yeah, so it's lovely. I always love to tap into people's love stories, especially the first time that it happened. Yeah, and I mean 20 years later, look at you.
Well, we keep rebooting.
And I'm sure through all the challenges, it's like Nzanga.
Yeah, I say nangatitani. Find a hobby.
Hiking.
Basi.
Okay. Lovely. So thank you so much. The chat, I think for me it was very interesting, eye-opening as well. I think tisamangu kalabas in our own bubble, thinking that what we know is what we know. You know, there's people that also know certain things and different, angles into things, and it's very good to tap into that. I like that you can speak freely. It's not like I'm talking to someone who is older than me. It's just like I'm just chatting with someone.
That's nice.
Yeah, so continue eating taxpayers' money.
I don't want to ask how old you are.
You don't want to ask how old I am? I don't hide my age.
He's 30.
I'm 30.
I'm 45.
You see? The age difference is not even that bad.
I'm not
15 years.
I can date someone your age, okay?
It's okay.
You see?
Okay.
Yeah, but there will be issues.
Yes.
What issue?
Unless that person wants to take care of you, like I told you. Age gap.
That's the
age gap
I want ndani.
Oh, anani president oyamba wa Malawi uyu. Oh my goodness. So usually we end up with videos.
Okay.
We like to watch ka video kamozi kati we tingoseka hako just to let go of the stress, because I realized something, and I always say this in every show, people are too serious. Don't be too serious. At the end of the day, we are all human beings.
Yeah.
We make mistakes, we laugh, and let's just do this together. And that's why we do this program on a Monday, because we know we joga my gun is but that's why we want to laugh, so that we wake up fresh and we're happy.
Laughter
and we're excited.
is good medicine.
Laughter is
even
medicine.
the Bible says.
Yeah. So let's
laugh more.
Laugh some more and stay away from the hate. So our producer always has something for us to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one, I had to direct it towards today's conversation.
Okay.
So I probably I've arranged two.
Okay.
But they are interesting.
Don't tell me it's AI.
No, it's not AI. It's not
You don't like those videos?
But it's taking over.
Yeah, it is. All right.
I don't feel like you go, for your case I go fight, I don't get the money like it don't go there, baby, where you need me, I'll be there.
Abas awa inubas Basi.
I want to understand something. Why is it that men, most cases, when we are trying to fix up something, we end up doing this?
You just destroy the whole thing.
You mess up.
No,
you know what? I'll give you A for trying.
Yeah, F4.
At least he came with the flowers.
Hey, at least you are thoughtful.
Meno mpaka kugwetsa coffee kaendi chani chimechi.
I think milkshake.
Milkshake. Nzake ndona na chance ngena babe. Have you ever had a situation like that?
I don't remember.
Kubuya kuzabe vesa kwa mabaso kusokoneza sositu.
I've done that before.
Oh.
Yes, I've done that before. I think it's always bezeka kuti she told you something. Ukukapepesa about another thing. So she has forgiven you about this.
Koma nthawi ijai.
And I go like,
not this again.
You don't care about
Ay. Swabo.
Oh my God.
Komatu ndikuuze ni chilungamo wa tsikana. Don't overgenerate these men. They forget. Dishonor. Give them some slack.
like in any matter.
Abandise mphane nanu nosikana.
In Andrew,
Hey.
like literally, I'll go.
Amayiwala.
In Andrew, so this is genuinely. Daiwala.
Yes.
Like, okay, I'm like, what are you mad?
And you know what we say, Kuti, but that is the most important thing to me. Why did you forget?
Why would you forget the most important thing too?
Come on, this guy is coming from work. Wagwira ntchito kaya maawa zangati. You think anali nthawi so yomakumbukira.
Azika pakalenda.
Yee.
Izikhala pa reminder.
Basi nena nkhoso
Thank you.
anyamata nose.
Thank you. Next video.
Yeah.
You choose love instead of money.
Oh my, yoga.
Kazanga ndichani? Yeah. No, this is real. Zukuchitika date.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's like, hey, bola tanyamuka. Chunga banga mahazadi choka.
Sikusuntazo.
Apopo ndendi pantsetse. Don't tell me that. Oh,
Yeah, no.
no, he's a good man.
No, there has to be some. Yeah.
There just has to be some.
Yes, something.
Nanga bambwanga ziri mwana wanga ate muzimende samu ichi.
Kungoenda basi. Kungovumeleza.
Just
Imikasoto
Pante pura azingotsetsere. Ndenga kafika no pa flat.
koma ina ramambira bepompo. Kuti yayi chifuka cha support, love and support of the wife, they've made it.
You know, one thing I've realized also about a lot of, especially in the Malawian context, tinabanga kwambiri romanticize struggle love. Tinaibanga romanticize. Mamuna ngakhala magona pa mattress asikidzi. Ngakhala magona pa mattress asikidzi zizasintha tsiku lina. You know? Zizasintha liti. Do I know when they are going to change?
Potential. Mwina inuyo muthandizirepo.
She knows that what she's saying is that's why she's like mwina. Let me ask you, when you made the choice, if this man ever proposed to me, I'll say yes. What did you consider?
I had a whole list of things.
Thank you.
And I think practicality is a way to go even in marriage. I think what she's saying, because you consider faith, the ability of a man to provide, the ability of a man to be a father, the ability of a man to be a community man as well. Because
so you knew kuti uyuyu akhoza kundigulira olo pena pake sapato itati yaduka andigulira ina yanywa koma nanga olo potential yesukuzozoti yambira patipo
imene ndi riski tikunena ijano ukalowa mmene momo
investment
zomwe zitakachitike mchindege kaya ku Betway isona basi chakudya chakudya
ali mama wakungozuka tiri kuhaso
ali pachindege
ali zikaenda ufuna ya kusaluni zikaenda pena pake ndikuona kena kake
koma anthu mawina ndito koma chibwana
yeah you have to have a list. Take it from her.
Yeah, have a list and kumachita tiki, but make sure that list is realistic because You don't want to have a list that is superficial and only robots
Can make it.
Hey, this is a human being, so 80-20.
Timene timakamba hii.
Yeah.
Ziko. No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For coming to chat with me. I've enjoyed having a chat with you. Unexpectedly, very insightful.
Very.
I didn't know you were this. You are full of wisdom. You're full of wisdom like Solomon. Everybody's talking about the Bible. Me too, I want to throw a Bible or something.
Mbumba.
You are wise like Solomon.
That's okay. That's okay.
No, yeah, it was very insightful.
Comment reserved.
I really enjoyed chatting with you. If anything, is there anything you would like to wrap up with today's conversation?
Well, thank you for having me on Podcastmalawi.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Number one podcast in the land.
Woo! No, we watch podcasts, we follow. And I appreciate the fact that you're able to give a platform to different people to come and tell their story, but also talk real issues.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Ndithokozesa Ngozo asanatizimitsire microphone.
Yeah.
Ngozo ndinano mau.
Okay, Rudo,
Hey.
I think I have a magnetic personality. When a guest comes, I flow.
Ooh,
Mbumba
Sanje.
says, "Kuti ndima kalanga ndi-"
You are over Jane. You're stealing.
Yeah,
man of the
better.
I'm a man of the people.
No, but you need someone like that
That's why he's here.
to cheer you on.
That's why he's here.
Imagine someone who was just quiet and just
the whole time.
hey.
Yeah, kala kwaida manandaula.
Yeah.
Madabwaduda, madwala.
Yeah, and then also to thank my people,
Of course.
my family, my Malawian family. You know, I root for Malawi. Zitakukhala kuti tawi zina, you know, tukuyenda gudu, you know, but let's keep the hope alive.
Yeah.
Keep the faith alive, and do what is right.
Of course.
And for the music also, check out my music.
That's what I'm talking about.
Check it out. My social media platform, Rudo, Kukupa, Chakwera kumapeto.
Yeah.
Muzimvera kaya Chakwera,
Muzimvera,
tamverani, mudalitsike, muchita subscribe, like, share,
Yeah.
zosezo. Yeah.
And you've got a new EP also coming up.
Of course, we collaborated with Abel Chungu
Very wonderful
from
voice.
Zambia.
Very beautiful
One of my
voice.
favorite artists.
Yeah, for
Really?
real,
No.
for real.
So he's coming next month.
And we're gonna be there.
Hey,
We are going to
we
be
are
there.
We are waiting for you podcast. Actually, sisi nakatheka uloku kapanga so izizi kumeneko zithokuteka.
Come, Mutra,
Wait.
show
Hey, not a problem.
Apopo ndiye mwaita. Imene mwayambisa baba mwaita.
Kwirani.
I'm telling you.
Hey, that would be
Yeah,
fun. So it's a whole EP, 5-song EP. Abatangotulutsa kaye single yawa bwino.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but that's all I want to say. Support your very own.
Yeah.
I'm born and bred Malawi.
Not for real.
Yes, and I'm here to stay.
And
Oh,
kids, if you don't know, just go on YouTube. Go find it. That green national wear that I'm talking about.
TVF.
Oh my goodness. No, thank you so much. I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited for the EP as well. I've seen you perform plenty times.
Aw.
And every time it's just like, nah, man, how can she sing like this?
Oh.
How is she still singing like this? You know? So, yeah, there's so much more that we would have talked about. I'm sure we're going to talk about, of course, as time goes by.
Yeah.
Tionane sonde kuti ku EP launch
Wipi kuja mungabwere July 18.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know, knowing your husband, I know the sound will be
Oh, yeah.
top
yeah.
notch.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be very well worked on.
He appreciates good sound. Yeah.
It's very important. Eh? But anyway, yeah. Guys, you know what to do. Throw in those comments. TNTJZ one guri niyo mwaona bwanji nani akale kuti ndabwesa show yotani yopweteka yopsha yotenta. Let's see each other again next week Monday. Who knows who I'm going to have, and of course our sponsors virtuallyyours.biz. Bye guys.